Snapshot for Minecraft 1.20 is out. I'm so excited to play it with the stuff that was announced at Minecraft Live. Let's start up a world. Let's jump in here and let's search for camels. And they're not there. What the heck? Bamboo? It's not there. Where's the bamboo? Well, that is because I lied to you. I lied to you already. Sorry. This is actually the first snapshot from 1.19.3. What? The Minecraft developers doing something a little bit different with this snapshot. Yes, this is a snapshot for Minecraft 1.19.3, but built in to this snapshot are experimental features which you have to enable in order to play with them. That way, they can develop stuff directly for 1.19.3 that can go out quickly, that's in the game, and they can also develop stuff for 1.20, which will be later on, but isn't actually baked into the game, is used with a data pack instead. And the fact that this is a data pack makes me feel like this is like, they're just modding the game at this point, right? Like this is just a Minecraft mod. Also, to be clear, 1.20 is still going to have camels, rafts, and bamboo, and 1.19.3 is not. 1.19.3 is gonna have minor little updates, and because the 1.20 stuff is a data pack, they can just ship that without these other features. It makes it really confusing, but I hope I made it make sense. All of this stuff is boring. Let's get to camels. Camels are now available when you have the 1.20 update experimental feature toggle enabled, which you do when you start a world. Choose data packs and then just choose the experimental features. Also, there's bundles, which is separately. Why you gotta hate on the bundles? Why are they off on their own? I guess they're never coming to Minecraft. Camels look cute and adorable. They're super duper tall, and they make little itty bitty babies. Aww, he's giving me a hug. Camels can be equipped with a saddle and can be ridden by 2 players, which I would know if I had friends to join my world, but I don't. That camel looks cool in a saddle, but not as cool as I do in my new Craft and Mine t-shirt, available in the merch store, store.omgchad.com, or in the merch shelf underneath this video if you're on desktop or mobile. Camels will spawn naturally inside of desert villages. What are these villagers doing with these camels, and why do they live there? Riding on a camel is very similar to riding on a horse. Although when you are not sprinting, you are moving, I feel like, a lot slower than you would on a horse. And then if you use the sprint feature, then the camel moves like at a pretty good jog. Now, you do have a jump bar like you do on a horse, but that is actually the dash bar, and you load it up just like a horse, where you have to hold down the jump key for a while until it gets all the way up to the top, and then release, and then it will dash further. And like on a horse, you jump higher. Now, there is a cooldown, so the bar will change colors right after you've dashed, and then it will wait for a bit and then turn into like it's like ready to dash again. So you can easily tell when you are ready to dash. The camel also makes like a sound, like a huffing sound, when it is ready to dash again. Camels are really tall, like I mentioned already, so that's gonna put the player really high up in the air. That means that most hostile mobs will not be able to reach you, but also you're just gonna be like really high up in the air, if that didn't like already make sense. Camels can walk over fences, for example, without any issue at all. Now, the camel does have a sit animation, and so it will randomly just sit down. When it is sitting down, you're gonna have to be like, come on, let's go. Come, it's time to stand. Come, it's time to stand, let's go. As of right now, it seems like camels don't need to be tamed. They are automatically happy to have the player ride them from the moment they spawn in. And also, it does not seem like I can feed these camels anything to breed them. This may be something that comes in a different snapshot, or maybe they are just only natural spawns. I doubt that though. Next, let's talk about the chiseled bookshelf. I think that this got the most excitement, like when I was talking about it on my TikToks and stuff like that. By the way, I have a TikTok. Follow me. It is crafted with 6 planks and 3 wooden slabs. You can also store all the books, like every type of book. You got your normal books, you got books and quills, you got your signed books, you got your enchanted books. It doesn't matter what type of book it is, it can go into the chiseled bookshelf. I'll admit that I was hoping that you'd be able to put a book in a specific slot by like looking at it. Like if you wanted the bottom middle slot, you could look and click and it would go there. But it does fill up from top to bottom, left to right, and that is the only way that it fills up. The chiseled bookshelf does work with redstone. When a comparator is comparing it, then it will output redstone based off of the last book that was removed or entered. So if you're just playing around with it, you may think that the redstone's not moving because you might be only removing and putting in one book, which is sending out the exact same signal. But if you remove more than one or put in more than one, then the redstone signal will change. Bamboo has been made into the bamboo wood set. You get bamboo, planks, doors, trapdoors, signs, stairs, slabs, fence gates, buttons, and pressure plates. You craft the bamboo block almost as exactly as I was expecting. It is a 2x2 of the bamboo sticks, and that makes the blocks. There is a new type of wood variant, which this is kind of sounding weird, but you'll understand. And it's called the mosaic. So when you put 2 slabs on top of each other, then you get the bamboo mosaic. No other wood type has this type of block, which is why it's new. Stone variations have had this type of block with like chiseled blocks, but not any type of wood block. The bamboo mosaic block can be crafted into slabs and into stairs, but not all the other stuff. So not like doors and trapdoors and fences and fence gates and all that stuff. The bamboo raft has been added in, so now you can use a raft instead of a boat. It's literally exactly the same as a boat. You do all the things you can with a boat. It just looks different. Hanging signs are new and I love them. Now, they are rather expensive to make. A normal sign requires 6 plank and 1 stick. Hanging signs require 2 chain and 6 stripped logs. Remember, you get 4 planks from 1 log, so this is like 4 times the amount of wood you need. Normal signs, when you craft them, will give you 3 signs, and hanging signs will give you 6 signs. So while it required 4 times more wood, it gives you double, so I guess it's double the amount of wood to make a hanging sign if you do all the math. I think I'm not a mathematician, so don't check my math. Hanging signs can be hung from a few different ways. If you click the bottom of a solid block, a big block that takes up the entire block, then you will get 2 chains that are parallel into the block. If you hold down Shift and do the same thing, then you will get a V formation going to the center of that big block. Next, if you click the side of a block, you'll get a hanging sign that has a supporting post to hang the sign from. And if you destroy the block that it originally was attached to, that sign will stay floating. That's not true for any of the other ways that you can hang a sign. And finally, you can attach a sign to a sign or to something really thin, like fence or more chain. Does an end rod work? It does. You cannot place them on the ground at all like you would a normal sign. Signs that are hanging directly from a solid block or off the side of a solid block can really only face north, east, west, and south. But ones that are hanging from a small thing or that have that little V chain situation, they can be rotated however you want. Text on a hanging sign is actually smaller. You don't get as much room as you do with a normal sign. Also, the side signs that have the supporting bar, they cannot be placed off of the edge of something that is thin and small, like another fence. But you could put a big block there, put down the sign, destroy the big block, and then put the sign or fence there. It'll just be a little bit floaty. That's basically it for game additions. There's been a few tweaks that I want to talk about. Namely, the creative inventory has been rearranged a bit, and I love it. It is so much more satisfying to scroll through and to look for stuff. Everything is organized where it should be in nice, neat little rows. It's gorgeous. Some items can be found in more than one tab, which is really nice because like sometimes you go look for that one thing. It's like, hey, it could be here. Like golden carrots are a food stuff, but they're also a potion thing. Oh my word, there's not even a potion thing anymore. There's no potion tab. An example of things showing up in more than one spot is with redstone. You have mine carts in there, but then also in the tools and utilities tab, you also have mine carts in there. I am gonna have to get used to the new like things of like building blocks, nature blocks that used to be decorations, functional blocks, redstone. You got utilities and tools, combat, consumables, crafting, and spawn eggs. There are some additional features like chat getting a few updates, also the recipe book getting a few updates, and a whole bunch of bug fixes, which are way too boring and I can't pay attention to any of them. Also, Minecraft Preview 1.19.50.21 came out for the Bedrock version of the game, and basically everything is the same. So if you play Bedrock and you're like, I love these features, but this is on Java. Well, all these features are also on Bedrock. So you got the camel, you got the wood types, you got the choose bookshelf, you got the hanging sign, and some parity between the two versions as well. So it's basically all the same. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like. Make sure you subscribe so that you get future videos about all of the snapshots and all the other stuff that I do here on the channel. I hope you like it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think of the first snapshot for 1.19.3? And the experimental features for 1.20. I want to know your opinions. See you in the next one. Bye.